Hey everybody, Clay here at the last laugh. Yeah, with the looming prices of gas and societal collapse on the horizon, I figured it was time to get some of those internet dollars. And my OnlyFans never really took off, so here we are. Anyways, today I'm going to teach you how to winter sow seeds in plastic jugs. Anything like this, or a milk jug. My wife, she goes to Starbucks and she asks them to save them for a day. She comes back with a garbage bag full. So anyways, this is actually her trick, but yeah, she'd rather fry her face in a pan and eat it than be in front of the camera. So here I am. Anyways, so yeah, what you're gonna want is a plastic jug like that. All right, and you're gonna want to cut around, but leave a hinge, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So let's in there. Hold on. You go about halfway up the jug. And then you go around. You can edit that out. These ones are easy because they have creases that you can follow. You just got to remember not to cut too far. And you'll get something like that. Like Pac-Man. Anyways. Another important aspect of this is drainage. All right, so you want it on the top and the bottom, but we're going to do the bottom first before we put the dirt in. Make sure your X-Acto blade is sharp. And don't cut towards yourself like I am currently doing. That should be okay. I like to do X's. All right, so now you have drainage, and that's going to help. You don't want it to mold or rot. Next, you're going to need about a quarter of the way up, or half of the half. That's a quarter. Yeah, that should do it. Now you're going to want it you don't want it soaking wet. You want it about the moistness of a wrung out sponge. Kind of a poetry in that, isn't there? Okay. A little bit of water. Mix it up here. Now what I've decided to do today is lettuce because it's easy. If you recreate this at home, it'll probably work, most likely. And this is also a great method if you don't have a shit ton of space in your house. You can winter sow. I mean, with lettuces, you're just going to want to sprinkle it on top. You can actually fit quite a bit in there, but you can do this with tomatoes. You can do it with peppers, brassica. Brassica worked really well. We had some great Brussels sprouts come out last year. So, I've got my lettuce seeds. This is just romaine, little gem. And they're tiny. So, what they say is about twice the depth of the size of the seed. But these are so small. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to sprinkle them on top. Pat it down. All right, so that's what you're looking at, your finished product. And then we bring the hinge back over. And I got a little bit of tuck tape. I like this better than packing tape by far. But essentially what you're doing is you're creating a mini greenhouse. And you're going to do this before spring. You know, it can be cold out, and that's actually good for the plant. It's called stratification. So the plant becomes hardier, it's more resistant to pests, to disease, fungal infections, that kind of thing. Voila. And now what you're going to want to do, I know there's a big hole in the top, and you're going to want to leave that, but you're also going to want to vent the top a bit. So I just make little slices here. This is sectional, so it makes it a little more convenient. Takes out the guesswork. Now bear in mind, I am in the Caribou of Canada right now, and today was about -4. And it doesn't matter how cold it gets. I'm going to put this outside. It's going to strengthen the seeds, and I'm going to leave it there. And the seeds will naturally, they'll know when to come to fruition. They'll start to pop up, and then I'll do another video when that happens, and we'll go over separating and planting. All right. Now, one thing I always forget to do, my wife gives me shit about this, I never label, but I'm going to do that now, make it easier for you. So, romaine. Last year I had a whole bunch of plants marked with a question mark, and it was fun. It's kind of like a guessing game, but if you're doing serious gardening, it can be a pain. Anyhow, now you leave that outside, preferably anchor it, put it somewhere where the wind's not going to knock it over, because that also happened to us, and we had these all over the yard. And don't let this dry out either. You want to water it yourself. If there isn't rain for a long period of time, you're going to want to throw a little bit in there. Just, keep it moist. And yeah. So anyways, that's about it. And you can join me next time, and we will talk about how to ethically siphon gas. Thank you.